knew that I was gonna be something, I knew that I was gonna blow. I knew the day when my shot came, they was all praying I choke. Knew it all was gonna pan out, that's God plan, no joke. You throw me out to that deep end, just know I'm gon' float. They cannot stand me with this, I feed my family with this. I win the Grammy with this, they dancing to this.
Hey, what's up? It's your favorite tomboy ever, Ambitious Tammy, and I am here with
Byrd The Voice, in case you ain't heard The Voice.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited to be here, honestly.
I'm happy to have you here. I know we linked up before.
Yeah.
We had some situations, but everything got figured out.
Yep.
And now we're back again. So
back.
It's great to have you back
Yeah.
again.
It's good
I
to be back.
appreciate it. Didn't you just got back in the city?
I just got back in the city, I had to sign.
Today?
I signed today.
How was that? How was the experience?
It's what I wanted it to be. I mean, it was chill. The people I'm with, the camp that I'm moving with, they're solid. So I'm just happy with like how I moved. They're both Christian. I'm Christian. It all just works out. Fresh Empire, I'm with you. God
moves and he works in mysterious ways. So I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
Who is Byrd off camera?
Family man. Like my wife and my son, like my everything, but then also my bigger family. I grew up in like a heavily, we had cousin parties almost every month.
Okay.
So like our family is everything. So like I'm just a round the way dude. Like I love my family. I love the Lord, and that's who I am.
Yes. So how old are you again?
25.
25. Mm-hmm. That's young, and you're married. Is it difficult at all?
Well, me and my wife, we was together for 3 years before we got married. So she was we've been dating for 5 years.
Okay.
Well, 6 now. Well, 6 now. Married and dating 6. So she was 19, and I was 20 when we started dating.
Okay.
And so it naturally blossomed into that, and then like 3 years into it, I'm like, I don't want to be with nobody else. You it for me. So I'm like, we might as well just get married, you know?
Yes.
Forget the age, it don't matter. If you want somebody and they down for you, like she down for me, go ahead and do it.
I felt the same way. I was excited because I heard you say your wife, and I was like, you know what? A lot of people don't say that.
Yeah.
He must be serious. Like, and then I look, I was like, oh, he has a ring. So he's really married.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And that made me happy because it gives me hope for our generation.
Yeah.
Because honestly, unfortunately, they're kind of stuck in this thing where they feel like they need like 10 girlfriends and 5 side dudes and all this stuff.
That's dead. I mean, I found success way faster when I had somebody riding with me as a teammate.
Yes. Yes.
Straight up.
I can definitely second that one. Okay? Because to have a great support system is amazing. I can't even begin to explain how amazing it is to have your best friend be your biggest supporter as well.
Period. That's facts. Straight facts.
Yes.
Straight facts.
Yes. So how did you actually get your name, Byrd The Voice?
Well, my last name is my government is Darius Byrd.
Oh, okay.
So people just I was a military child. So my dad and my mom was in the military.
Both of them?
Yeah, that's how they met. They met in Atlanta. I was born in Atlanta. And everybody called me Byrd. And I went to sports. It was Byrd. It was Byrd. So my rap name was Byrd. But then there's a lot of people named Byrd that I realized. And then it was Byrd. When I first started like rapping like crazy off the wall. Don't look up my old stuff. But it was Byrd The Voice. D-A. And then I changed it to the because I just wanted to be more marketable. And then the reason I did it is because I just feel like I'm the voice of the generation. Like I'm the voice of like this side. Like maybe not the whole generation, but like there's like a side of like a different route, like positivity,
right?
Love, grind, success, and then there's a route that's like drugs, guns. We from the hood. I mean, I'm from there too, but you know, it's poison. So I'm like, I'm the voice for this side. So Byrd The Voice. People thought I sang. I mean, I do a little bit, but studio sing.
Right.
But yeah, I just feel like I'm the voice for the positive movement in the city and unity.
Okay, so it's Byrd the positive voice. The positive is silent, but it's definitely
the positive is silent. I never heard that.
That's a new one. So if anyone called you that,
that's Tammy.
That was me. Yeah,
you got
I got the copyrights on that.
You got that from the town. You got that from the town boy. Man.
Yeah, that's right. So is it difficult for you to do music without profanity, especially since you used to use profanity? Is it different for you now?
Nah, when I was a kid, my mother like. I always told her I wanted to do music. I always told her I wanted to be a rapper ever since I first heard Eminem. That's crazy. But like when I was young, she would be like, if you want to be a rapper, whatever. My mom is like this type of woman where if you say you want to be something, she gonna push you 110%. Like I wanted to be a cameraman at first, and she would have bought the green screen, the camera, like you know what I'm saying. So
yes.
I sort of wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to do music. She would send me outside, make me the dictionary. Like she forced me. I'm like, damn, I don't want to be a rapper no more. I just want to play. Like, you know what I'm saying? But she didn't read. She made me read the dictionary. And she was like, intelligence and expanding your vocabulary is gonna take you a long way. I didn't understand it then, but now I'm coast to coast with words.
Yes,
like it doesn't matter.
You definitely are that.
I don't need. I feel like those is a hindrance to me because my vocabulary is expanded. I can do whatever I want. I can say whatever I want, however I want to say it. Like,
exactly.
It's like I feel like Steph with the ball when it comes to words. I can do whatever I want. So
exactly.
I don't need it. Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah.
Without you, there would be none of this.
Nope. Push me.
That makes me so happy because, unfortunately, in the black community, I don't think we push that enough.
What?
As far as stressing to your kids how important it is that knowledge is power.
Period.
And that you need to be reading the dictionary, that you will need to try to better yourself.
Straight facts.
Unfortunately, a lot of people in general live in the hood and everything, but I do feel as though we should be telling our children, cousins, whoever, our people, we should let them know there's better ways to do this.
You gotta free your mind.
Exactly. We need to talk to them about taxes and saving money and credit, important things like that. So it is really nice and it warms my heart to know that parents are talking to their kids about, look, you need to make sure that, yeah, exactly. You need to know that you need to be walking with a purpose, talking with a purpose, being a purpose. Yeah,
my grandfather preached to me when I was a kid, like, you're going to either stand for something or you're going to fall for anything.
Exactly. And that's exactly how it works, unfortunately. It sounds corny, like, but
it don't really. When you really live by it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who is your biggest influence?
As far as
music,
like hip hop artists in the game right now, influencing me. Eminem was like a big factor. Kendrick was a big factor. Drake, like, he played a role in my storytelling ability, like situational experiences. When Thank Me Later dropped, me and my Uncle Adam would sit in the living room and listen to it over and over again. I just would marvel at how he told stories. And then Wayne really changed how I delivered things. Like, Wayne was a dedication, Carter 1, Carter 2, Carter 3, all the Carters. I feel like you boys too weak, like 14 days. He would take something and then make it, and he wouldn't say it how you expected him to say it. He would flip it. He made metaphors important. So he made metaphors important for me. So, you know, when you mix the metaphors and the storytelling, and then you have vocabulary, it just changes who you are. And then Eminem, even though back then it was negative, he had this reckless, I don't care attitude. Yes. And granted, he was using it in a certain way. I got to use it now because people want me to do certain things that I just don't care about. I'm leading the people, I'm leading the kids this way, and I don't care about what you think.
Exactly. And I think that's what carried you this far and will continue to carry you further, because there's so many people that don't care and it's for a negative cause. Yeah. You don't care, but it's for a positive cause. Right. I think we need more of that. Yeah. Definitely need more of that. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and what you believe in, especially if it's something positive and you know that you're helping kids. There's kids listening to your music. Period. You have a why.
And the thing about it is, I just want to put this out there to the artists, man. Like, you can talk negative on your music, and then you come to the kids and be like, well, don't do what I do, don't do what I say. Well, your power is your music. So whatever you talk about in your power, that's what they're gonna listen to, not what you're saying outside your power. You didn't get hot because you were talking to kids. You got hot because you was making music. So make the music and influence them with your power.
Exactly. I love how you talk, man. I do. Now, as far as outside of music, family-wise or friends-wise, who is your biggest influence?
People not gonna like it. My grandfather, I named my son Danny Hilton Byrd because my grandfather's name was Danny Hilton. He had 2 girls, so his last name probably gonna get carried on, but whatever. Yes. But he's my biggest influence. He was in the thick of the 60s, the early 60s, when it was like separation, all that. And it was cool. It was good to stay in college. Right. I mean, not in college, stay at your factory job, because blacks weren't really going to college. It was heavily rated, 63, 62. Yes. Martin Luther King's marching down the streets, dogs is biting us. He went to, everybody, his whole family was telling him, stay in the factory. You don't need to go. You got a good job. You're getting paid good money at this factory. And he was like, no, I'm about to go to Ohio State and get a degree. Yes. So he went to Ohio State, got a degree, and against all odds, graduated, started his own business, lives in Albany. And he taught us you can't, even if your family is going against you, you have to say, if it's your dream and it's what you want to do, you go for it.
Exactly.
So I feel like he's my biggest influence, and I took what I seen him do, the family talked about what he did.
Right.
And I applied it to my life. Now mine's a different way. You know, people wanted me to do a certain thing, but my dream was music. So I went against all odds and I went for the music. And
now look at you. When did you realize that rapping could be a career for you?
If you ask anybody that like knew me growing up as a kid, I always rapped, I always did music, always.
Yes.
I always wanted to do it. But there was a point in time, like my whole life, I didn't know how it was gonna happen. I just knew that I rapped, people liked it, but it was hard. I didn't think I would break, honestly, for a certain period of time until I got to college. Then when I got to college, I'm like, okay, I can break, but it wasn't happening, so I lost faith. And then 2015, like I had like a vision, like it's gonna sound crazy, but I had a vision from the Lord, like, you know,
right.
that like, I was at a Kendrick Lamar concert, and it was 10,000 people in the stands, 10,000 people in the crowd watching Kendrick Lamar, and then in this field, there's like 100 people using the restroom in like the field area, like the grass area,
right.
And like my friend Roscoe, he bought us VIP tickets to come see Kendrick, and Kendrick was my favorite rapper at the time, so I wanted to see him. Right when he hit the stage, I used the restroom, I was trying over there. And I ended up staying there the whole time, like having this vision, and it was like what the Lord had told me. This is gonna sound crazy. These people that don't believe in God is cool,
right?
But this is the vision. He was like, if I was to come down right now, the people, this is the ratio of the world. The people in the grass using the restroom, like the 100 people versus the 10,000. This was coming with me. This was not. I want to use you and your positive movement and your music to bring this people over here. And I was like, from that day on, I'm like, I know it's real, and I got to do it.
Wow.
And I won't stop. And then within 2 years, and I lost faith every now and again because he told me this 2 years before I started popping.
Right.
So I'm like, man, what's happening? What's going on?
Exactly.
I dropped a video. It wasn't crossing 10,000. I'm like, man, God, was that real? I dropped nothing personal. Boom, it explodes 100,000. They called me on the radio. They want me on the radio. Like it was just like overnight. You know
exactly.
Knew that I was gonna be something. I knew that I was gonna blow. I knew the day when my shot came, they was all praying I choke. Knew it all was gonna pan out. That's God plan, no joke. You throw me out to that deep end, just know I'm gon' float. They cannot stand me with this, I feed my family with this. I win the Grammy with this, they dancing to this. I do not panic with this, West Coast to Atlantic with this. My fantasy is wife in $1 million crib that she on. Never worry about bills again, dog, we on.
But that's when I knew. 2015, I had that vision at the Kendrick Lamar concert at the Numbers Fest. Missed the whole concert. And that's when I knew it was real.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of nothing personal, that has over 400K views, plays on SoundCloud. Yeah. How does that make you feel?
It really, everybody wants to be loved. Love is what people want in this in this game. And I just feel humble.
They cannot stand me with this, I feed my family with this. I win the Grammy with this, they dancing to this. I do not panic with this, West Coast to Atlantic with this.